Okay, real basic question. Many of you probably think you already know the answer. Um, Maybe 8 out of 10 of you probably think you do know the answer as to what is religion. When we talk about religion from a secular standpoint, we think it's just a belief system in a particular deity or deities. For example, Hinduism has multiple gods. Usually we think of religious observances like oblations, rituals, feasts, holy days, stuff like that. Christianity actually does not have those things. It does not have oblations, holy days. There's actually no such thing as a holy day in Christianity. There really isn't. We have acts, things we do like the washing of the saints' feet, the Lord's Supper, stuff like that. Do these things in remembrance of me, but we don't actually have holy days. So anyway, what is religion actually? Basically, the scriptures tell you. The scriptures tell you. I'm going to actually read these things because I've just figured out when I put the scriptures in the video, it doesn't show up on mobile devices like cell phones and stuff like that. So you don't actually see the pops of the scriptures. But you will see them if you're on a laptop or a computer. So basically, in Isaiah 1, chapter 1, verse 13, it says, "Bring no more vain oblations," basically religious observations. "Incense is an abomination unto me. The new moons and sabbaths, the calling of assemblies, I cannot away with. It is iniquity, even the solemn meeting. Your new moons and your appointed feast my soul hateth. They are a trouble unto me. I am weary to bear them. And when ye spread from your hands, I will hide my eyes from you. Yea, when ye make many prayers, I will not hear. Your hands are full of blood. Wash you, make you clean. Put away the evil from your doings from before mine eyes. Cease to do evil. Learn to do well. Seek judgment. Relieve the oppressed. Judge the fatherless. Plead for the widow." Okay, that's Isaiah 1, 13 to 17. That's basically telling you what religion is. Essentially, you didn't hear anything in there about worship. You didn't hear anything in there about religious acts. You didn't hear anything about God desiring oblations. What does he want? What pleases him? Wash ye, meaning make you clean. In other words, clean your heart. Change your attitude. Adjust your lifestyle. Put away the evil from your doings. Put away your drunkenness. Put away your profanity. Stop your anger. Stop your murmuring. Stop your wickedness. Stop your fornicating. Stop your adultery. Cease to do evil. That's what he's talking about. In other words, live a clean life. Then he says, learn to do well. Seek judgment. In other words, be fair with all men. Don't, let somebody off the hook because of the color of their skin or even because of their age. If you violate the law, if you do wrong, you shouldn't be getting a lesser sentence because you're rich, but the poor person gets locked up. No, seek judgment. Fair is fair to all men. Relieve the oppressed. Judge the fatherless. Plead for the widow. Now, over and over, you see God showing compassion towards bastards, which is children who don't have a father, and widows. Probably because in ancient Israel, when they got married, the men could be in their 30s, 40s, and the wife could be in her teens. So the men typically died long before the wife even got old. So there were a lot of widows and a lot of fatherless in Israel, including from war, deaths from war. So God is like, listen, take care of them. If they don't have a father, take care of them. If they don't have a husband, take care of them. because they're basically beggars. So even in Isaiah, it's telling you what religion is. That's true religion. It's basically, in a nutshell, it's just you being compassionate towards other mankind. Love the Lord first, and then love your brother as yourself. Love your neighbor as yourself. So it's really all about you just being compassionate and giving for other people. Now, when we skip to the New Testament, it's basically repeated. In James 1 verse 26, if any man among you seem to be religious and brideth not his tongue, in other words, you don't control your own mouth. A lot of people claim to be religious, but they're still walking around spewing lies, spewing hate, spewing racism, using profanity. They don't have any control of their own tongue, but they claim to be religious. Get them angry, and you'll see the nature of their heart come out really quick. So it says, if any man among you seems to be religious, and brideth not his tongue, but deceiveth his own heart. In other words, he thinks he's religious, but he's not. This man's religion is in vain. So right there is telling you, if you don't even control your own actions, if you don't even control your own tongue, if you can't control your own anger, you're actually not religious at all. You're just deceiving yourself. And I consider Hebrew Israelites and KKK and other cults to be like that. But then it says, here's the kicker. It says, pure religion and undefiled before God and the Father is this, to visit the fatherless and the widows in their affliction. See? Again, it's talking about fatherless people and the widows. That was in the Old Testament and the New Testament. And to keep himself unspotted from the world. You keep yourself unspotted from the world basically by living a clean life. People can't say that you're a profanity spewing person. They can't call you a cheat. They can't call you a liar. They can't call you a worldly person. They can say, yeah, they're really nice, but if someone says, hey, you know, this messenger of truth, I saw him over there, you know, cussing and he hit this woman and he was a drunk. But if you know me, you'll be like, wait a minute, now that's not his character. In fact, he hates those sort of things. No, that's not his character, because I'm unspotted from the world. Maybe not before I was a Christian. In fact, not maybe, I wasn't before I was a Christian. But basically, this is pure religion. There's nothing in there concerning, you know, religious observations. There's nothing in there talking about prayer. There's nothing in there talking about feasts or holy days and stuff like that. True religion is you being kind towards other mankind. It's you living a clean life. There's nothing in there that talks about prayer, worship, reading scriptures, any of that stuff. So, what is true religion? Now you know.